Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine today. Just wanted to share a little bit of what transpired in my night last night with a few customers that I had. I had two very nice young ladies who were out celebrating a milestone birthday. And, mom came to meet them and paid the tab, and they kind of shooed mom away because there were two young guys there that were a little bit older than them, but very nice guys, very respectful, very successful in their careers and stuff, and they were engaged in a lot of conversation. And I have to say, they were really patient with these two younger girls that were asking some crazy questions, and some of the topics and things that were talked about I was a little taken back by. But they were just their raw selves in asking these questions and sharing information, just very comfortably. But again, that's also what happens when we are consuming alcohol, because it lowers your inhibitions and makes people more honest, because you can say it, there's different sayings that go around, but a drunk person or drunk man's words are his honest thoughts and different things. There's a few different ways to say that, but long story short, as the night transpired, and they got into more and more conversations, and some of them I got in with them and out of them and different things, and other customers, and everybody was having a good time. But at one point I found myself now having to step into mama bear mode, because I think it's really important for us to, as on a whole, to protect our children, no matter what age they are, but to also share some wisdom and knowledge and different things with them that they might not be aware of, or even maybe remind them of, these things and what can happen. And it's really important today in this world that we live in. And anybody that knows me knows I've been very vocal about trafficking and things that are going on, because it is around us. And I'm trying to make people more aware of it, because I'm very aware of it, because I see it. I do a lot of walking, and I'm very aware. But long story short, so I found having to give these girls like a little bit of a reminder of, when you're out drinking, to, keep your hand over your glass. Even if you're drinking a glass of wine, just keep it covered. I don't care if you're with friends or not, and you're sitting at the bar and you're surrounded by friends, you keep that drink covered. Because unfortunately today, in this world that we live in, especially people that want to play both sides, they really can't be trusted. And I'm not saying don't trust your friends, but use your discernment and be aware of who's in your circle. It's really, really important today. There's a lot of scams going on. There's a lot of schemes, and you'd be surprised the circle and the ring of people that could be involved in these different things. Date rape drugs have come a long way. They've upped the game. Liquid fentanyl, is very popular today. And, there's these places out there in different areas of the world that even the bartenders and the staff are involved in it. And so I just try to make them be aware. I instilled that in my daughter from a young age. If you have to go to the bathroom or whatever, you leave your drink behind, don't touch that drink again. You get another one. You know what I mean? If you can't take it with you. And no, don't trust that your friends are watching it, because, and I'm not saying that your friends are not there for you, but they're engulfed in conversations with other people and all, and somebody can just come up right behind and sneak something in there and they wouldn't even know. And I found myself this past year having to even bring this to attention of some older friends of mine that I go out dancing with. We were out seeing a cover band at the casino, where, again, at the casino, now you have all walks of life in there. It's not your closest circle, your neighborhood people. You have people from all over in there. And we couldn't get a seat close to the dance floor, but yet we were able to get seats. So when the drinks came, they took a sip, they put a napkin over it, and they're like, hey, come on, let's go to the dance floor. And I'm like, whoa, no, 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 no. I'll stay here with your drinks. No, why? And found myself having to explain, because you can't trust somebody's going to put something in it. You have people all over the place and different things. So I think it's really important to, remind your young daughters or ones that are just starting to get out there and in the scene of clubbing and drinking and different things, just to bring their attention to it and for them to stay buddied up, even going to the ladies' room. Take one of your other girlfriends with you. You'd be surprised at different kinds of things that go on out there. And so I just want to bring, these things to our attention. And then the other thing is also teach them about respect and how that they should respect themselves first and foremost. Because if not, then these men and other people in the world are not going to respect them. And they're going to get treated in such a way that no one deserves to be treated with. So if you're raising daughters, please be aware and teach them these things and be aware of your actions, because children learn what they live, and they are, even if you think they're not paying attention, they're paying attention. And when they're really young, you think, oh, they're in the other room, they're playing games, they're watching TV. No, their little antennas are up. They hear everything. Children are sponges, and they do learn what they live. So it's really important that we set the best example that we can. And we're not perfect, and being a parent is doesn't come with a handbook. These are just things that you kind of learn in life, or that we've learned from earlier generations. But again, not all these things are right or whatever, and you'll make your own way with it. And then I plead to the rest of you that are raising boys to please teach them to be respectful of women. And I see some crazy things out there being in bar, restaurant types of businesses, and just things that I'm aware of, like I said, when I'm out and about. And I know what happened and transpired with my own self over the years. So it's really important, because these things are happening all around us in this world we're in today. They're really, really getting creative, and I really caution you to even be really careful about the pictures you're posting online, especially of your children, because unfortunately, and I'm going to call it out again, there's a lot of trolls out there, and they're trolling and they're watching. And if they see something they like, they're going to watch even deeper. And then, they find a way to find out where you're at, because you're giving away little tidbits that, with a little bit of investigation can be figured out. And, they learn your patterns, and they learn who's around you and who's not around you, and when you're coming and when you're going, and different things. So it's really important to be aware of your surroundings. You know, uh, get yourself some mace or different things. My daughter, we've talked about, carry scissors in your car, because some of these ones, what they're doing is they're marking cars with the electrical ties to the doorknobs, so marking you out, and this way you can cut that away, and different things. And I had even had this conversation with my sister not that long ago, because I had come across another woman that was talking about these things, and I thought, see, I'm not the only one on this stuff. And she was even bringing more to attention of how, you have married couples and these couples that are out targeting, um, tourist attractions, especially those that are very big to families. Because let's face it, these pedophiles and stuff, that's big money there. So they're looking at children, and they seem like this nice little couple, and they wiggle their way in and stuff. And so it's really important to keep your children close to you when you're in these bigger places that attract a lot of people, because it's very easy to be distracted, and especially when there's a lot of things going on that you want to look at this, you want to go here, and you want to go there. And especially if you have multiple children with you, um, have a plan in place. Have some kind of emergency system in place. Teach these children about this. Really see what they're doing online and getting out there. And ladies, I caution you, please, with the online sites and the online dating. You don't know who you're talking to behind there. It could be anybody. It can be absolutely anyone. Don't be posting your selfies on these sites where it's like to rate a girl, because they are rating the girls. They're rating on, yeah, I want that one, and they have these little kinds of codes that they do and stuff and ways to speak about the area that they're in and all. And the next thing you know, these kids are disappearing off the streets. I think we're at an important time right now, and I'm talking about this because spring break's happening now, and it's college kids, and they're going to Florida, and they're going to Mexico, and they're going to all these different, exotic places and stuff. They're looking for that. That's exactly what they're looking for. And that's why a lot of these girls and these women don't return back home. So please be aware. I'm just trying to bring these things to the attention. And for my men out there that like to go to these dating sites and Tinder or whatever these new names are out there, be very careful, because, you know, last thing you need is to be tagged as a pedophile or a statutory rapist, because these girls look a lot older than they are. And don't be surprised that some of their parents aren't behind it, because there is a lot of mental health issues out there, and there are a lot of people that are off their rocker and don't have some common sense or don't have a heart, and they are evil and basically are selling their own children out on these sites for a buck. So please be aware and pay attention. Um, Social media is nice to keep in touch with people and different things, but it's taken a whole new spin on in the world we live in today. Yes, it's great for our businesses and different things like that. But there are a lot of people out there, myself including. What I'm trying to do is make people aware of things and try to teach some things that, you know, are going on in the world, because when we get caught up in life and things and happy times and bad times or whatever, you're kind of not paying attention to these things. So I just caution everyone to, again, use your discernment around people, be aware, stay buddied up. Um, don't be walking places by yourself at night if it's really, really late and things like that, because the world's transpiring before us. We're at war. A lot of people are having financial issues. People start to get desperate, and they put you in this, survival of the fittest kind of mood. And maybe it is about that right now. And again, and I've been saying that, know who has your back, know who your people are, check in on your people. Um, you never know who's going through something, that can use a lending ear and some good conversation and, maybe a smile for their day. So enjoy this beautiful day. I know it's still a little cooler. I know everyone's getting spring fever, and we're probably a couple more weeks out because Mother Nature's still playing this little up and down. I don't know, maybe she's going through menopause and having a personal summer moment, but we'll get over it, and soon enough we will be out there, soaking up the sunshine and having a good time. And I think that's also why it was important maybe to just share this story and get this message out, because, we'll all be out and about a little bit more soon. Everybody's going to come out of hibernation mode. And I just want you to go into this season being a little more aware this year than maybe you were last season, because there's a lot of stuff going on out there, and a lot of it doesn't get talked about on the news. And a lot of it doesn't get talked about because it's touchy subjects that people don't want to speak on. But that makes it all more important to share these kinds of stories. So once again, enjoy your day. I hope you have a fabulous week, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care.